I live my life a quarter mile at a time. For those 10 seconds or less, I'm free.
Did you move the steering wheel? Hey, PB. Well, over in Japan when they started drifting it. We shook hands. yeah, we go way back. I used to change tires for his next door neighbor's cousin's best friend. The word on the street was you found this thing under a pile of hay. That's really what I was told.
That's not far from the truth.
And that you'd kind of sort of forgotten it was there.
Yeah. Well, like I said earlier, Dad never forgets about his cars. But he sometimes lets years go by before he does something with them. So he traded for this car at the dealership in 1987 and drove it for a couple of years just on the weekends and stuff. And then before we know it, you know, things get busy, life gets busy. He parks it in a barn and it sits in a barn until this year. So a buddy of mine and I were like, you know, Dad has this 63 split window Corvette that really needs running and driving, and it probably doesn't even start.
Yeah, it's almost a travesty to let that sit.
Yeah, so we drag it out, and of course it's not running. So we, you know, go through the engine, change all the fluids, put new everything on it, distributor, belts, everything, and lo and behold, it starts up.
Right.
So,
well, that's a small block Chevy. You can't kill them really hardly. Now you guys are big into cars. I mean, you collect Ferrari. Is it true you're the biggest Ferrari collector in the country? Is that confidential?
I don't know if that's a true statement, but we're probably one of the larger modern-day Ferrari collectors.
Right.
You know, 1980 and newer cars. There's some collectors that have probably more of the historic cars.
And when somebody has a question about a Ferrari, they call Phil Bachman.
That's true.
I mean, I saw a documentary where they referenced Phil Bachman. I mean, so you guys know Ferraris.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. You're in trouble. Your wife's here. You're in trouble. He didn't do it.
That's 5 Dallas, Shelby 13 Central. 5 George K.
5 George K.
The whole import scene came out probably about the time you were born, right? You remember that? No, you don't, because you were just born. But anyway.
It's Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
It's still around.
Yeah. You guys are like the next generation of car people. I've been doing it since, you know, I was old enough to drive. My first car was like an 82 Honda Civic. I mean, it sucked, but I'd love to have it back. And I got into drag racing and street racing and stuff. Don't street race.
Too late.
He went to jail.
Did you really? Man, you're stupid.
I think it's absolutely probably one of the most gorgeous cars ever made.
The taillights I could do without. I would have liked to have had round taillights.
I love the change in it. I absolutely love it.
You're fired.
Can I sit in it?
Yeah, it's not mine though.
I sit right there.
We know the guy.
Would he care if I sat in it?
Probably.
Okay.
You life on a drag strip,
Mm-hmm.
okay? You're like, you know what's going to happen. You're going to press the gas, you're going to wind up there.
Okay.
No questions asked. On the street, you never know where you're going to wind up.
Yeah, you can wind up in a tree, in the hospital, in jail.
Ready? Get the Corvette, the Corvette ready. I'll just make a little run in it first.
Okay, Corvette?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, man. It's a felony. If you get caught, it's a felony. I mean, what, you're 18? If you get a felony, you can't buy a gun, you can't vote, you can't do anything. Your life's over.
Mm-hmm. You life on a drag strip,
Mm-hmm.
okay? You're like, you know what's going to happen. You're going to press the gas, you're going to wind up there.
NASCAR street racing like that came from. That was bootlegging.
Yeah, out in North Carolina. But what about street racing in this area?
I have no idea. I never really cared enough to research anything about here. I didn't think anything ever happened here. This is a crap hole.
Dude, this place is full of history, especially cars, man. The street racing was at Butler Bridge. You ever been out to Watauga Lake?
Mm-hmm.
There's that big, long bridge out there.
Yeah.
It's Butler Bridge. That's where they used to street race.
Who's got the baddest car?
Definitely that 2,000 some horsepower Corvette.
Definitely. Every bit of it.
Do you know who that guy is?
No one ever talks to us. We've been over there hundreds of times. Stood there and looked at the car, and the guy just got, no one looks at us.
Kinzer. He's 85 years old.
Yeah.
He's the nicest guy you'd ever want to meet.
Really?
I don't know why anybody didn't talk to you, because he talks to everybody.
Really?
No one ever talked to us.
They hoard that car, and they won't even look at us when we walk over.
We stand there and look at it.
Not the old crew.
Oh, the old crew, he changed crews. And the guys that were originally on that car were a little more people friendly, but
Those
Kinzer,
guys are jerks.
Those guys won't even look
No,
at us.
we stood there and looked at
you ever heard of yellowbullet.com?
Nope.
He got some guys out of Pennsylvania that done the tuning and the chassis work on it, and it became a little more impersonal. He's really a great guy. If you guys see me there and you want to talk to him or ask anything about the car, you just let me know.
I'd love to talk to him.
Willard's the nicest guy in the world. If he was standing over there and saw us here, he would come over here and say hi. I mean, that's what kind of guy he is.
Yeah, you vote on them. Cars are in the black, you can vote on them, they've got numbers on them. You'll get a trophy in today, put it in this truck there.
I like that El Camino. Can I vote for that El Camino over there?
Go for it. If it's yours, you can.
No.
Is that yours?
No, sir. I'm just messing.
I'd vote for mine if I had one.
On the front? Yeah. It is, isn't it?
Yeah. Looks like pre-war vintage race. Yes, 10 pounds boost.
Does it really? That's a lot of boost. How you doing, Mr. Bachman?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I know I work for you. Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do.
How you been? Mom laid the law down on that one. No.
Boy, don't you know better than listen to your daddy?
Yeah. This one yours too?
Yes, all three of them.
34?
25.
5?
34. Don't insult me.
Sorry, I'm so
35.
sorry. I'm so sorry. That's nice. That's a hot rod. I want to go riding those.
It feels a little scary on this.
Not yours.
300 grand.
I don't know.